What's up, everybody? Welcome back. For a lobster opener this year, I was lucky enough to make it out to the islands with some friends of mine. So I just jumped in, getting my gear ready, and let's go look for some lobster. I'm super excited to be here right now. I've been looking forward to lobster season all year long. So I'm just cruising over the reef, looking in crevices and holes or anywhere that might hold lobster, and immediately I start seeing them. So I took a couple dives, do a couple grabs, but these guys are way faster than I anticipated, so I need some work. But nice hole here, holding a lot of lobster. That was a really cool hole. I should have spent a lot more time there. These bugs are just laughing at me right now. Alright, I try to play nice, but now I'm getting pissed. So now it's time to get serious. Took another dive, seen some legs in this cave, some antenna poking out. Gotta get this kelp out of my face. And I sat down and went to work. He had nowhere to run, so I felt like I had a pretty good chance. So he got away from me. I should have used my other hand to secure his body better. I didn't really have that great of a grip on him. But now I'm sure I've got it all figured out. So, next dive. See a bug in a hole. I took my time with him and I went in from the side. And I got him. I just had to measure him real quick to make sure he was legal, and he was. So it was my first legal lobster. So I stuck him in the bag.
Oh yeah, first lobster. Let's go.
I swam to another spot here, which was deeper, and it was also getting more dark out. I thought that it might hold more bugs, but there really wasn't much here. I saw one pair of legs hanging out of a hole right there. I went for a grab, but he got away from me. Should have went back to that cave that was full of lobster, but I didn't. Headed back to the boat, and we pulled anchor and went to a new spot. Alright, new spot. I'm sitting at the back of the boat right now, getting my fins on, about to jump in the water. We're in about 40 feet of water right now, so I can't see the bottom. I have to swim toward the island until I can see the reef, so gotta make sure my light's working, and let's go. Well, the light works, but there's not much to see yet. Eventually start seeing the reef, and as soon as I do, lobsters immediately. It's a little later in the night now, so these lobsters are out on the crawl, which means they're just out walking around looking for food, which is exciting for me because I can swim over the reef and look down with my light and see him crawling and then dive down and go grab him, which is exactly what I'm doing. As soon as I grabbed this lobster, I immediately realized how difficult it is to hold a lobster in one hand, your light in the other hand, and then engage and try to measure the lobster, because anywhere that your light is not pointed to is pitch black, impossible to see. Got another one here, just hanging out in the crack. I'm thinking he was a little small. My buddy showed up right here and helped me measure this lobster. He actually had a gauge attached to the end of his flashlight, which was a great idea. This one was short. I had to let him go.
See how it's all clear right here? Yeah. There's a couple of bugs walking underneath us right now. Okay.
He said there's a bunch of bugs underneath us right now, so I got busy. I was immediately hooked on this night diving. It was a different type of a rush, and I could have stayed out here all night. I already ordered a lobster gauge to attach to the end of my light, so next time I'll be ready. That was by far the hardest part of this night dive. So here I spot a lobster in a crack, so I take a dive on him, and as I get there I notice this horn shark in the same crack, taking a nap maybe. So I gotta be careful because I don't want to get stabbed by the venomous spines on that horn shark, but I got that lobster anyway. So here I go for another lobster in a small crack. You might see him crawling right there. Just a quick second, but then all of a sudden, big lobster in my face. I'll take him instead. I started to notice that when you do spot a lobster, it's best to not shine the light directly at them because they tend to get spooked that way and swim off. So as soon as I spotted a lobster, I try to move the light off him and just dive down using the ambient light, like I did with this one. He was small though, I had to let him go. These bugs were just out crawling everywhere. It was so much fun. So grab this one, and that's an eel. So I'm trying to stay away from him too.
I got one. He looks short though. I think he's short. I got a bunch, but they're all like barely big enough. Barely short.
What are they over here?
Right around over here, around this rock.
Alright, so about now the crawl really started to turn on. There were bugs everywhere. I was getting 2 per drop. So you can see I just picked one up, swimming back up, and oh, there's another one. So I grabbed him too. Here's another double pickup drop. Got one, and there's another one. So it's really difficult holding 2 lobsters with the light, trying to measure them. So I just ended up keeping the bigger one of the 2 and letting the other one go. Right here, it looks like a couple of sheephead sleep into this cave right there. Here's the last lobster of this dive. Little guy. Looked more like a shrimp. Let him go. The water was getting pretty murky here. Visibility was starting to get worse. So I decided I should swim back to the boat. Here I go back out to the depths. Overall, it was a pretty successful night dive for lobster. I got a full limit, which is 7. So I'm very happy with that.